Hi, I'm Rick Sessinghaus. Working with elite performers for over 20 years, there's a skill that is overlooked all the time, is about actual evaluation. You say, well, evaluation, that's something that's happened after a performance. Exactly. Is that so many people want to have the performance, have the result, and either blame other people, never take responsibility that they may have had part of that result, or they just move on because they're so busy, and guess what? They never learn any lesson. So elite performers are all about learning. And they're about what I call a reality check. Let's actually look at the results, play it backwards and say, how did that result occur? What was in your control? So for instance, I have a lot of people who are going to do blame. Is it, oh, is that person's fault? They didn't get my message. Oh, they weren't paying attention. But actually that's about you and your presentation and about developing rapport and about connection. It was actually your responsibility. But we want to push it off to the government's responsibility or the competition or this, that, and you just fill in the blank instead of saying, what could I have done better? What is in my control? And I usually talk about performance state, is how you show up is going to be part of that. So how are you showing up? Was that important sales presentation the best that you could have done? Were you focused? Were you composed? Were you confident? Did you communicate clearly? Those would be some certain skill sets that you would want to look at and evaluate, so you can now go, I could have probably done that a little better. I could have put the message a slightly different here. I could have asked for questions earlier, right? Now we're actually doing post analysis, which is so crucial because you don't want to keep making the same mistakes over and over and again. Part of evaluation is the key word is responsibility. You're now taking responsibility for results, and that puts us in a much better mindset than victimhood. Oh, it's always somebody else's fault, this and that. Peak performers are never in a victimhood type of mentality. So what would be a good reality check for you? Is it asking just some simple questions? Is it getting feedback from a colleague? Is it just looking at, hey, I didn't get the job done? It can start with questions, and then you get deeper and deeper and deeper into where did those behaviors come from? If I wasn't prepared, is it because I wasn't really focused on what I wanted to say in the first place? Or I was distracted by the people in the audience? There could be numerous things that could have gotten in the way of your performance. But if you do not evaluate, how will you know how to be better next time? So peak performers in sports, in business, and in life are constantly curious and learning about what they did. Did it get them the result they wanted? If not, what can they learn so next time's different? The last part about evaluation is when you do get the results you want, do you evaluate on how you got that result? Some people say, oh, I got lucky, or oh, wow, okay. No, you didn't get lucky. There were certain steps that took you there. And then you think back and go, wow, yeah, that did work. That pre-routine that I started working with Rick really helped me stay calm and focused. I get my message across. So as much as I want you to evaluate the times that maybe you didn't get the result you want, equally, I want you to also get the reality check on the results that you did like, that did meet your expectations, that did achieve excellence, because you want to learn that recipe for success of how the heck did I do it so I can repeat. So let's start getting into more of a reality check. Take responsibility for the results we're getting instead of being a victim, understanding what was in your control, what state were you showing up at, and so we can understand your mindset and your behavior now led to those results, and you're now going to perform for success.